Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I am bringing you guys the second game in the JDL that I'm casting today for Easy Katka versus Team Innova. And if you guys haven't watched the first game, you should go watch the first game because it was pretty cool. Like, I made some puns and some jokes, and there was things happened, and people died, and it was awesome. You guys should just have been there. You should have been there. And if you were there, thank you for being there because you're just awesome overall. But if you guys didn't watch the first game, this is your official last warning before I spoil it, because I'm about to tell you everything that happened that I remember, which is not much. So your time's up. So last game, Easy Katka did pull out the victory. They did have a Sven and OD, so I really love the fact that they had that. And I was just a fan of the Sven OD. Like, I was just talking about, oh my gosh, Sven OD. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I'm just excited for no reason. So they played that last game, and it really did do well. Like, their OD did a lot better than I thought he would do, and their Sven, he actually got online a lot faster than I remember Sven getting online, because usually old school Svens go for Mask of Madnesses, and you know, it takes you a while before you can actually get some damage or get some big items. But overall, Easy Katka made it work, and actually it was pretty impressed by seeing this Sven just do so well. All this said and done though, Team Innova, they did have the Faces War on their team. It did cause Easy Katka a few problems. He kind of counter-initiated once, and then they kind of had a bad fight. But overall, I don't think Faces Void was that big of a deal, but if you get a better lineup for him, he will be a big deal. So, Easy Katka very smartly so, banning out the Faces Void, doing a nice little respect ban, very respectfully, you know, fedora tip. And Team Innova, they do ban out the OD, very respectfully, because I think OD did do way too much work for Easy Katka, or at least own Easy Katka, so really nice to have OD get banned out this game, and instead they let a Death Prophet go through. So you know, screw it. You ban out the OD, you're gonna get hit by the Death Prophet. Ban out the Invoker, you're gonna get hit with the Death Prophet. Why not? So the choices are really slim right now for Team Innova as far as a person who does well mid versus Death Prophet. If I'm not mistaken, Death Prophet still struggles from having HP problems, so someone like a Zeus to burst it down would be nice. So I guess he's a really nice mid, so I'm expecting him to be mid. And having an Oracle on the side of Team Innova is really nice too, because that kind of forces Easy Katka to not pick up things like a Darkseer. And a Darkseer did cause a few problems for Team Innova last game too, if I'm not mistaken. The vacuum into Sven stun never happened, but there was a chance that it could have happened. But looks like we're going to see something just a little bit worse with the Tusk Snowball. So we'll have to wait and see what they decide to pair this up with, but Tusk being picked up on the side of Easy Katka is going to be nice versus someone like an Oracle, because Oracle, sure, he can do a whole bunch of burst damage, but Tusk can go and save people's lives, and he can still snowball while he's hit with the Fate's Edict, or Fortune's End? Fortune's End. While he's hit with the Fortune's End, he can still snowball, so he's fine. And on top of that, snowball in general is just an OP ability. I think it should be nerfed somehow, but I don't know how you would nerf it, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, overall, Tusk gonna be a nice support to have, because they could be really aggressive versus someone like an Oracle who just wants to chill in the background, drop a few abilities, get an Ethelins, drop a few more abilities further back, and having a Zeus too. I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, so to speak, to keep these supports alive, assuming Zeus is playing support. Now, if Zeus is playing mid, he's probably not gonna give any cares at all. I've already stated that Zeus versus Death Prophet mid will be a nice matchup for Zeus, because he can blow the Death Prophet up. But I still seen a ton of times, like time and time again, where Death Prophet would drop her Siphon Spirit on top of Zeus, and then drop one Cryptic Swarm, and he's dead, because Zeus has like 10 HP total. So Death Prophet is still relatively strong versus someone like a Zeus who doesn't have that many escapes and doesn't have that many ways to get out of there. So Zeus as a support still valuable. Queen of Pain is still in the pool, and I think she does relatively well. Until she gets silenced up, of course, but let's not talk about that. So let's go ahead and talk about what we actually see in the game. Team Innova, they did ban out the Gyrocopter, the OD, and the Invoker. So no dirty Invoker pickers will be in this game. Also, no ODs. And Gyrocopter gets banned out too. And I've been seeing a ton of bans on Gyrocopter. I like the fact that people are like banning Gyrocopter, picking Juggernaut. I think that's a very interesting trend. And the few times that I have seen Gyrocopter get picked up, he has been doing really well. So I guess in this meta, he's really strong if you can pair him up with somebody with a nice aura like a Vengeful Spirit, or even just by himself. If you can just give him the space necessary, he can farm up and become super big and just become super annoying. So speaking of super annoying, Batrider gets picked up by Team Innova. So they're ready to go like hit the waves and keeping the wind between his legs. I forgot Batrider's saying. I used to know him. So it's like the wind between my legs or something like that. You know, Batrider is a relatively inappropriate person. Like, if you've ever listened to some of his chat strings, he's like catcalling. He's like catcalling you. Some people will feel very disrespected. I'm very glad there's no SJWs in this game. Oh, shots fired! Heck yeah! No, but all that aside though, Barrett a really nice person to have in the game to break up things like a carry trying to farm for 40 minutes and you know, just be undisturbed or unmolested, so to speak. Whoa, whoa, choice of words. Sorry about that. But Barrett is gonna be really nice in the lineup overall because Team Innova can get those kidnappings on top of people. They can go for those easy kills, easy pickoffs, and once he gets his Blink Dagger Force Staff, I mean, he's just going for it every single time. Also, a relatively flexible offlaner too. And he can technically go mid because he does have OP regen now. So 2 HP regen per second base. I mean, that's like, yeah, he can go mid versus Death Prophet. That'll be fun to see. Moving on to the bans on Easy Katka. They did ban out the Darkseer and they also banned out the Lone Druid. Two things I did not talk about yet. But overall, I like the fact that they did ban out the Darkseer because I think he caused them a ton of problems. Actually, oh no, wait, let me take it back. Oh yeah, never mind, sorry. Team Innova had problems with Darkseer, so they're probably happy to see Darkseer banned out. That said, Easy Katka banned out Darkseer because they have no intention of picking him and they don't want him to go through, so it makes sense. I didn't think Team Innova would have picked him up. I mean, they could have because they had the Oracle on their side, but I didn't think they would pick him up because the Wanabis Conibus would not have been as awesome with the Darkseer, given that they don't really have anybody with some nice AoE like a Gyrocopter to drop a call down on top of them. But all that's said and done though, Darkseer did get banned out by Easy Katka, so maybe they just want to have a relatively easy offlane. But with all that's said and done, their offlane is going to look pretty rough right now, because Batrider, assuming he's playing the offlane and not mid, Batrider is going to have an easy time either just dodging the whole entire offlane altogether, or, you know, getting his farm anyway, because easy camp, easy life, he's on the Radiant side, so Radiant camp is nice and easy to farm. Moving on to the rest of the picks, we see the Vengeful Spirit getting picked up by Easy Katka. She's really nice versus the Batrider because Batrider says, "Hey bro, I'm gonna kidnap your person," and Vengeful Spirit says, "No." And she can either stun the Batrider or swap out the ally, and either one will keep her people alive. So it's gonna be really nice to have her suicide a few times versus the Batrider, just to keep people alive. And I'm assuming that Easy Katka are probably gonna go for a super late game carry. I only say that because they have the Vengeful Spirit who wants to be very defensive and just like swap people out and try to keep people alive. And they also have the Tusk who wants to be aggressive by himself, and just that combination by itself, Vengeful Spirit plus Tusk, you can get a few easy kills off of that. Just snowball in, drop a Vengeful Spirit stun, and then drop a Ice Shards and just some right clicks. You should be able to get some nice pickoffs because of that. So Easy Katka, they basically have two supports who can do really well by themselves. They also pick up a Nyx Assassin, so they are going to be going for those assassinations. This is kind of, in my mind, spelling a few things. And yes, for anybody wondering, yes, it's Easy Katka. I know it's Easy Katka, but Easy Katka is easier for me to say, so I just keep saying that. My apologies to this team, no disrespect. I should just call you Easy and be done with it, but nope, CulBlu gotta be the tryhard. Heck yeah. Moving on to everything else though, Nyx Assassin in the lineup. It's gonna be really nice to have versus the zero. Oh man, whoa, my eyes. Sorry, I was blinded by all the intelligence I was on the side of Team Innova. So the Nyx Assassin is gonna have a field day against these guys. Dropping just one mana burn on any one of these people is gonna be really nice. It's gonna be really nice on Zeus because I'm assuming he's playing mid this game, and he's gonna get blown the crap up. And if Anti-Mage gets put into the pool, I mean, Easy Katka is gonna have the best of times. Team Innova, they do ban out the Slark, somebody who would cause a few issues as far as getting in the background, killing Oracle a few times, maybe even picking up their carry. And both teams are kind of posting themselves up to like say, hey, we're gonna have a very late game carry. And Spectre gets picked up for Team Innova, and I'm waiting for the Medusa. Oh, okay, fine. All right, we got Juggernaut. You know, see, it's not that I'm depressed that Juggernaut got picked. It's just I was kind of like hyping it up, and I was like expecting the Medusa or expecting the Terrorblade, and then Juggernaut. So, yeah. My apologies. I will return all the hype to you, and I will let you store it for next time. There you go, public. I've done you a good service. But anyway, on the lineup on Easy Katka side, they're going to be really they're going to be online in the mid game. They're going to be really aggressive, and I think they should have enough space to give Juggernaut the farm that he needs. Death Prophet really annoying to deal with, really hard to kill for some reason. I mean, Siphon Spirit really strong. Especially if you can catch it on two people who are not doing enough damage, like the Lion, like the Oracle, assuming they don't have ultis, of course, or their abilities, their respective abilities. So Death Prophet should be able to create enough space for Juggernaut, and with the Nyx Assassin picked up there, he should be able to get a few pickoffs here or there. So I'm expecting to see a very aggressive game from Easy in the mid game, and if they can win the mid game, then they pretty much won the entire game. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but if this game does go later than I would say 40-45 minutes, I think I9 have this one in the bag. Of course, it still depends on how they play it and who gets what farm, so I can't call it that early, but I just want to go throw my predictions out there and say that if this game goes past 45 minutes, it's going to be in I9's favor overall, simply because they have the Spectre, and Zeus mid is actually really strong late game for some reason. Freaking abilities and gosh down Octarine core. Anywho, so we got a nice little smoke game coming up. They're trying to go for immediate kill, trying to find the Batrider. They might be able to get a kill. Oh no, they find two. Tusk has a snowball available. No, he doesn't, but looks like Zeus is going to be the one to get cut off. Ice shards are available. Batrider's just going to hide in the trees. He actually got scouted out. He's trying to reveal himself, trying to eat around the corner. He will be able to juke out of here. They do have the ice shards available. Batrider has Firefly in 9 seconds. Feeling very sad that he used it. He will be going down. It's, oh my gosh. In the mortal words of Toby, it's a disaster. That's what that was. Oh no. Oh no. Man, 2 easy kills for easy. Wow. I don't know what to say outside of that was just a very unfortunate series of events. Man, that's gotta hurt. Jeez. Anywho, Zeus still has his gold. Didn't lose that much gold. I mean, doesn't really have any reliable gold to lose. So, not that bad. Not that bad. Not that big of a deal. And yeah, just 2 quick kills going towards easy. I mean, they have no gold advantage. Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to say, that's not true. They have 1k gold advantage. Woo. Woo, first blood plus other things. So the lane matchups are showing us that we are going to have a Zeus versus a Death Prophet with a Tusk, kind of, mid. So Zeus is probably going to have a few deaths to his name, because that Death Prophet has prophesized a few deaths for the Lord of Zeus. I tried. It wasn't that well. Wasn't that well established. Meanwhile, we got a Nyx Assassin hanging out for easy versus the tri-lane of some sorts. Spectre, Oracle, and also the where's the other sport? Where the heck? Lion. Yeah, Lion. He's over here stacking, doing some stuff. Trying to make sure the Batrider can get his farm, doing his due diligence as a support, and he will actually scout out the Vengeful Spirit around the corner, and they will see each other. Vengeful Spirit does scout out the stack, and Lion actually pings her, so you know, they just both go their separate ways, but VS does have extra knowledge. Meanwhile, top lane, we got Batrider force himself all the way into the tree. He's going to be able to juke around the corner. Tusk trying to find the ice shards available. Looks like he will find the ice shards, but looks like Batrider's flying, so he doesn't care. Batrider does need to be careful though, because 1 ice shard will end his life. Juggernaut does have the spin available. Looks like the crazy will be doing his due diligence to back away. Meanwhile, we got a nice little kill about to happen. Vengeful Spirit kills the courier anyway, because why not? And now Death Prophet shows up. She actually helps him get the kill on top. Or actually, no, sorry. Wrong person died. Vengeful Spirit does die. Death Prophet going to be able to get the kill on top of the Lion, and she actually might be able to get a secondary kill. One more Siphon Spirit will do it, but sadly she doesn't have it just yet. The charge will be up in 19 seconds time. TP does come in from Vengeful Spirit, trying to show up, help her team out, make sure she doesn't die. And all is well. All is well. So a kill for a kill. So far easy, keeping their advantage, going their way. Death Prophet showing you guys how strong that Siphon Spirit is. And you know, it's not that Siphon Spirit is like super uber broken strong. It's just, it does pure damage. Like, why does it do pure damage? I don't understand why this ability does pure damage. I mean, sure, it does, it takes, like, it heals Death Prophet for half of what it, basically half of what it drains. But it's ridiculous. It's like 2%, 4% of your max HP, and there's a 4 charges of it, so you can get 16% of your max HP as damage. That's ridiculous. Anyway, my analysis aside, we got Batrider hanging out top, about to be ganked here very soon. Tusk has a snowball available. If they can get a snowball followed by a VS stun, they should be able to get the kill. Looks like they're going to go for the snowball. Snowball will fall through. Batrider drops the Firefly. Juggernaut dropping the spin. Meanwhile, Death Prophet gets himself a kill on top of the Zeus mid, and Batrider, he is going to be able to make this one alive, so watching the wrong set of actions here, but Death Prophet has phase boost, guys. She's ready to do this. And she has Arcane Orb, because why not? Looks like it was just all right clicks, plus maybe a Siphon Spirit. Meanwhile, down bottom, the aggressive tri-lane, or sorry, the defensive tri-lane coming out for I9 is doing okay. I don't think anybody has died down here, with the exception of whoever died. Yeah, Lion, he died earlier. But yeah, nobody has really died here. Spectre does have a decent amount of room to farm, but Juggernaut is still outlast hitting her on his lane, so his lane's a little bit safer than hers. Meanwhile, we got Zeus taking quite a bit of damage mid. Death Prophet has a Siphon Spirit available. Another 1 second. She's going to be able to drop it here. It looks like instead she just gets the right clicks and able to walk away with murder, essentially. 2 Fairy Fires to her name. Zeus struggling so hard right now. I think at this stage you might want to dedicate a support mid to make sure that Death Prophet doesn't start snowballing, because if she gets an early Bloodstone, I think this game just might be out of reach for I9. This game is really relying on Zeus doing well as a mid, because you want to make sure that you can get the space for Spectre to farm. And Lion and Oracle by themselves are not going to cut it. They both have a nice high amount of damage, but they need levels for that damage. And if Spectre's not ready to, like, you know, go in for the fights, and Lion and Oracle have to be the ones dealing the damage as supports, then you're good. Just not going to have a good time. And Zeus basically a support right now, so technically 3 deaths to his name. Feeling very sad about that. We want Barrett doing some contesting of the jungle. Jungle contesting. Jungle testa. Testy jungle. Up. Nick Assassin gonna be going down, trying to heal himself up, but is not, or sorry, getting healed up by Oracle's ability, but not gonna be enough to heal him up fast. And Oracle does get the last right click on that. So 1 kill going the way of I9. I'm very excited about this. That means they have more kills. Spectre's just doing it. JK. Meanwhile, Zeus dies mid. Sorry, missed that kill, because Zeus just keeps, you know, dying. I'm just going to assume he's going to die every time he comes into this lane. But Zeus not having a great game by any means of, or any stretch of the imagination. It's really hard to go versus the Death Prophet, as you can see. She basically just walks up to you, is like, yo dog, I got some spears I want to siphon to you. And she drops her siphon spear, and then Zeus turns around, tries to run away, and he dies. Now, I did mention during the draft that Death Prophet does have some nice, Zeus does have some nice nukes to take out the Death Prophet, but that's assuming that Zeus does have the level advantage. That's also assuming that Death Prophet is not as aggressive, or not playing as aggressively as she's playing right now. She is working towards what looks to be Aetherlands. I'm assuming Aetherlands. I was gonna say she's working towards a Bloodstone, but I keep forgetting they changed that build. Yeah, so it's gonna be Aetherlands for her. And that means she's gonna have more range, just more damage, just overall, just be more annoying. And creating even more space for Juggernaut to farm. Moving to the top lane, Batrider, he has his Tranquil Boots fully finished up. So it's really about it going his way. And Tusk still rotating because, hey, why not? Has a Smoker to Seed available. They can go for another kill on top of Zeus if they want. Lion has been stationed mid to make sure that his mid doesn't die. And if Tusk actually wants to walk in and go for a kill, he might be seeing the wrong end of the stick. And by stick, I mean death. And by death, I mean dying. The Tusk dying with the stick of death. You know, the stick of death is like a key of death. You know, it just basically unlocks your death, which is not something you want to unlock, surprisingly. Anywho, shenanigans aside, Spectre does go for the Urn of Shadows, so we're gonna see the Spectre get a lot more involved in team fights than you would normally see a hard carry just chill out farming. So she's going for more of a battle type build. I'm expecting to see drums come up eventually on Spectre. She will be dropping her ulti just to help out with these kills whenever they do start happening around the map. So don't sleep on them yet, guys. I9 still got some stuff to go. Meanwhile, Juggernaut still hanging up top, has the most last hits on the map. His net worth is probably reflecting that same thing as well. And oh my gosh, the buttons are so hard. Yes, he's actually second on the net worth chart, followed by Spectre. But Death Prophet is at the very top because she did get so many kills. She's getting so much farm, so many levels, doing so well so far. So to speak. Observer Ward coming out for the Dire does block this whole entire camp, so Batrider not getting as much farm as he wants. He will be forced to have a support bring out a Sentry Ward. And they're also able to get some nice vision, and I also like this ward. This is a really cool looking ward. Like, it's a very, very photogenic ward. Look at him, just chilling. I'll call the Observer Ward Skittles. Fallen Sight, that's the name? So cool. Anyway, all that aside, we got stuff happening, man. We got a nice little ability coming out on Death Prophet. She actually might be going down here. Drops out 2 Siphon Spears. Look at the damage she's doing. Also, look at the HP she's getting. They do turn around and get the kill on top of Tusk, though, since I think Tusk will lose his life here. Actually, no. Oh, the kill turnaround. Death Prophet drops 1 ability, gets 3 people inside of it, and gets herself a triple kill. Are you kidding me right now? Cloud is on Cloud 9 right now with those 3 kills. And actually, I think he's been involved in 9 kills. So yeah, Cloud is on Cloud 9. He's been involved in all 9 kills on his team. Holy crap. Could you want anything more for the Death Prophet? Like, Death Prophet is carrying the team right now. She has 9 kills and 1 assist. Basically has 9 kills. So yeah, Aetherlands is basically finished up. She's gonna go to the secret shop and buy herself that nice arcane booster. Feel very happy about herself, and then I go back home. Meanwhile, Spectre still trying to get herself online. She has her ulti available. I don't know if it would have done much in that last fight, so she did make the good decision. Just hold on to it and just continue to farm. And if space is being created, I think we're okay. But space is not being created right now. Instead, we got Nick Assassin level 6, and we got Tusk showing up down bottom. Has a snowball available. Gonna actually snowball in. Pulls one person with him. Now Spectre's in a ton of trouble. Gonna get hit with a follow-up stun, and she goes down at the end of the day. Yeah, she dies. Yeah, nothing much you can do about that. Easy Katka just holding on to this game. Like, there's not much I9 can really do now. Barrett is still desperately in need of a Blink Dagger. Desperately in need of something. I do think Blink Dagger still needs to be his first item, but Blink Dagger, Force Staff, definitely going to help them break into this game. Zeus really far behind. He's level 6 versus Death Prophet, who is level 9 right now. So she's actually level 9. So she's on Cloud 9 at level 9. Been involved in 9 kills. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. Cloud 9 confirmed. Cloud 9 confirmed. So we got a gank about to happen mid on top of Death Prophet. They're trying to bait her in. It looks like they do bait her in just enough, and she actually gets hit with the frog, and she will be getting hit with the stun. Barrett has the ulti available. They really want to get this kill. She has a nice killing spree to her name. Meanwhile, we got the Siphon Spear getting used on top of the Barrett. Barrett taking so much damage, getting slowed so much. Tusk snowballs coming through here. Juggernaut drops the ulti, gives himself 1 kill, and unfortunately, they're not able to take down Death Prophet. Yeah, she will finally die. Death Prophet actually, no, Barrett actually gets killed. Spectre dropping the ulti to help get the kill, and she actually shows up for the fight too. 2 kills going the way of going the way of I9, and only 1 kill going the way of Easy Katka. And actually, we got some more fights happening around the backside. Juggernaut gives himself a secondary kill. So 2 kills for 2. But the main thing is that Death Prophet did go down. Meanwhile, Zeus drops the ulti. He's going to be getting hit with a little bit of damage. It's going to be a Spectre in the middle of everything. She's trying to run away as fast as possible again. Has a healing cell available and 2 earn charges. I don't know. She's earned those, so to speak. Lols, JK, LOL. Smiley face. And now we got the fight's going to continue. Nyx Assassin forced it back away. Nice ice shards from Tusk blocking the fight out. And Barrett, he actually might be getting caught out. Juggernaut has no ulti available. Spin's going to be up in 15 seconds. And Barrett, he actually is going to turn for the damage. Healing Ward does get killed in the fight. Oh, the team's rotating in. I don't know if they're going to go for it. Spectre has a mango. I think she needs to pop it in to help them get the kill on top of Jug. Jug will be getting caught with the ability. The damage goes. But that's really about it. And the team's disengaged in the fight. Overall, a really, really much needed fight for I9. Finally killing the Death Prophet. A lot of gold going the way, and Rubber Band Dota is going to officially be in play. Barrett, he did get the kill, so he's basically at a Blink Dagger right now. All he needs is like maybe 1 more creep stack, which he can't get because, you know, Observer Wards, OP, please nerf. But if he can kill himself a few more creeps, get a Blink Dagger, it will help his team out immensely. Meanwhile, Death Prophet going to show up mid, just do a little bit of damage with her bats, butterflies, and shenanigans. Look at him go. And Barrett just dropping a Firefly. Really wish he had a Blink Dagger, but can't really do anything, just burn down some trees. That's about it. And his Blink Dagger, I think, is what, 2,250? If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to check, but they keep doing things. Yeah, 2,250. So he's gonna have it here in about another either what 10 seconds or 1 creep kill. So and Firefly just got used. Man, awkward. Don't worry. We were watching. It's okay. Moving back to mid though. Tower does go down. So Easy gonna feel very happy about that. And space, as far as space being created, they have quite a bit of farm. XP is heavily in their favor. Death Prophet definitely creating a lot of space for Juggernaut to farm. He has himself a whole entire Perseverance. He's working on that Battle Fury, so he's going to be going for the later stages of game. Just more AoE damage overall. No Spectre's going to be involved in these fights, so hey, why not? Meanwhile, Juggernaut ulti's available. I don't know if Oracle and crew want to go for the kill on top of him, but they might have been able to pick him off. And speaking of getting picked off, Zeus actually gets picked off in the jungle. The mighty jungle. The Zeus, he sleeps tonight because he's dead. And just some more things happen. I mean, it's just the Death Ball meta is kicking in right now. Easy are just gonna play 5 and just kill everything. Nick Assassin maybe peeling off from the group, getting himself a casual kill here or there. Handamite is fully finished up for Nick's Assassin, so he will be roaming a lot more here very soon. Just trying to go for those easy kills. And Tusk is working on the mechanism for his team. So he's gonna have the Guardian Greaves fully finished up, which would be nice. Just basically support Tusk, healing up everybody, being a baller. Speaking of being a baller, Blink Dagger fully finished up on Batrider now, so he can start being a baller, kind of, so to speak. Hand of Midas recipe is up on Nick's Assassin. He does have the full Hand of Midas. It is coming down to him, and he has it now. So good timing on that. Meanwhile, we have Juggernaut. He's working on the Battle Fury, so he's investing in a little bit later stage of the game. So he will be trying to go farm later. And actually scout him out. They have Observer Ward over here, or maybe they have some map hacks. I don't know, but they did ping in a very perfect spot. He was like right there when they pinged. But Juggernaut's all by himself. Has his ulti available. Has a spin available. They are searching. They are hunting. And Spectre, she does TP out. TP down bottom in the whole. Oh man, another smoke gank coming out from the Dire. So Easy trying to get a smoke gank of their own. It looks like it's gonna be a gank upon ganks, counterplots upon counterplots. Juggernaut, oh no, what are you gonna do, bro? Barrett drops the lasso. TP support is gonna come through. Juggernaut has the ulti available though, so it's a little bit early. Nice frog immediately on top of Juggernaut. Beautiful reactions coming from that. Now Tusk shows up. He's gonna be going now. Easy kill. Thank you for the gold, bro. And now we got the whole entire rest of the squad rolling on the backside. I don't know if they can actually do it. Looks like they will be trying to get some more damage. Oracle has the ulti available. Damage is coming on top of the Spectre. She might be the first one to go down. She will be the first one to go down. Meanwhile, Zeus dropping the nukes like a baller. He's gonna be able to help them get the kill on top of the Zeus, and Zeus or Nick Assassin, he does go down. And now Lion, he's the last one left. Nice ulti coming up from Oracle. If Lion can drop his ulti, it will be great. He drops on top of Death Prophet, who does actually take quite a bit of damage. Siphon Spirit actually coming through, not gonna be enough. Oracle ulti not enough to keep the line alive, but they are winning this fight. If they can find the rest of them, they can get the kills. But it looks like they decide to lick their wounds and back away. A very smart decision. They did make the best of that. They killed the Juggernaut. They got another additional kill, but they did end up losing, I think, 3 total. But as you can see, the gold graph is still in their favor. I mean, they got 19k gold from the whole entire engagement, even though they technically lost their Spectre. So that just shows you how far behind they are. And they're fighting their way back into this game. They're clawing their way back into this game. And easier not having as easy of a time as they were before. But Death Prophet is still pretty darn strong. And gold graph showing is still in favor of Easy. We're going to see it peak up a little bit. Or actually, I don't know if that was the peak. Yeah, that was the peak. No, that wasn't the peak. Okay, come on, update. You can do it. Come on. Oh, where's that the update? Death Prophet. Juggernaut. Where's Juggernaut's death? There it is. Oracle got a kill on top of Nick's Assassin. Juggernaut died right here. Yeah, okay. So some more gold going their way. Meanwhile, Lion finds himself a wild Death Prophet in the trees. He runs away as fast as he possibly can. Oh no! She's activated his trap card. It's called the Team. And now the Courier shows up. Courier taking 2 right clicks, not enough to actually go down. Beautiful blink coming from Barrett. He actually almost gets himself a kill on top of Invincible Spirit. They will be able to get the kill before anything bad happens. Meanwhile, Lion's still alive in the backside. He's going to be getting healed up by his ally. Death Prophet's ability does miss. Nick's Assassin finds himself an Oracle, blows him up immediately. And now Lion showed up in the fight. He's actually getting healed up a little bit, but not enough. Oracle's ability not that strong. And they do give themselves 2 kills for 1 Invincible Spirit. So ultimately a good fight for Easy. So they're still getting these engagements where they want them. The only drawback to that is that Spectre's all the way down bottom, farming all by her lonesome. He's going to be forced to go into the trees. Juggernaut ulti available. Going to wait for Spectre to TP out. And if he can find her, he can drop the ulti. But instead, he will just run into the jungle. Chops a tree out of anger. Angrily chops a tree. Aggressively chops a tree, I guess you could say. Anyway, Zeus has the Ether Lens fully finished up, so he's playing catch-up Dota. Better than Mustard Dota. Way better than Mustard Dota. A lot cleaner, too. I like cleaner than Mayonnaise Dota. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever played Mayonnaise Dota, but just don't. It sounds as bad as it sounds as bad as it is, or it is as bad as it sounds.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
All right, Nick's Assassin and Death Prophet are gonna show up right next to the Oracle. He actually might be in a little bit of trouble. Backs away. Nick's Assassin still in the hunt though. Sentry Ward, no Sentry Ward available. Oracle, oh no, he's so close. Run, Oracle. No. Oh, Nick's Assassin misses a stun. Oracle immediately dropping the ulti. He's gonna be able to keep himself alive because of that unfortunate series of events. And now Oracle, he's gonna be taking a little bit of damage. Actually, no, he gets healed up. And now Death Prophet wasted 1 whole entire Siphon Spirit. The team fight's about to happen though. Death Prophet ulti is available. Both teams are in the ready, or at the ready. And Barrett, he's actually not available. If Barrett's not involved in the next fight, it's going to be a huge deal. And actually, Barrett almost able to keep himself alive, but it looks like no, he does officially go down. So Barrett would have been a huge factor in the next team fight, but looks like he's going to be down for 33 seconds. Just gold lost. That's all that was. Gold lost and shame. Gold lost and shame. Speaking of shame though, Barrett, he is working on his 4 staff, so he's not doing as shamefully as you would expect. And Zeus, he has Aethelins, working on a Bloodstone next. Now, I've seen a few games where Zeus got a really early Bloodstone, and by early I mean 15 minutes. I mean, it wasn't the earliest in the world. But a 15-minute Bloodstone seems to do a lot for Zeus as far as helping him out with his mana sustain, helping out with his overall HP stats. And versus someone like a Nyx Assassin, it's a good item. Some people argue that you should go for an Octarine Core instead, but I think I like the Bloodstone way better because it gives Zeus the stats that he needs to stay alive instead of giving him intelligence. Because intelligence is not what you want versus the Nyx Assassin, especially when all 4 of your people are all intelligence. So basically a field day for Nyx Assassin to drop a mana burn. Speaking of dropping things, we got Roshan about to get dropped by the whole entire Dire squad. Jeff on that Juggernaut just right clicking away. Battle Fury fully finished up. So one of the first items for him. Sanji Yasha likely the next big item for him to get. And then we'll see what happens from there. Meanwhile, Tusk almost has his mechanism. I didn't realize he didn't have it yet, but he almost has it. Top tower going to be going down. Roshan getting defeated. TP's coming top. Death Prophet going to be first one to show up. They need to back up and disengage. Instead, Tornado coming through on top of the Spectre. She's going to be eating a little bit. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful ulti coming from Barrett. They do nuke down the Death Prophet so fast. She goes down. No more Death Prophet. Beautiful, beautiful ability. Now Zeus drops the ulti. Gets hit with the Oracle ability. He's going to be able to drop out a few more nukes. Gets a kill immediately on top of Juggernaut. Snowball's coming through, so Zeus is going to die. That's a red sun. He's going to be going. Actually, he gets healed up. I forgot. Ah, darn. Sun's supposed to be green. Anyway, meanwhile, Juggernaut gets himself a kill on top of the Lion. So Lion is going to be forced back. Spectre jumping left and jumping right. Gonna try to go for the follow-up kill on top of the Juggernaut. They drop the Dust of Appearance. Unfortunately, it misses the Nyx assassin completely. But Juggernaut is gonna be the last one to go down. The Healing War staying on the front. Nice play coming out from Jeff. Nice micro on top of that too. And his team will be able to keep their last few players alive. Nyx assassin is still invisible right now, and the crew will back away. Zeus officially out of mana. Almost has enough gold for Bloodstone though. And by almost, I mean like what? 4 more pieces away, 3 more pieces away, whatever. Yeah, a lot of deaths happen on the easy side. I mean, they lost to Juggernaut. They lost to Aegis as soon as they got it. And that's not an ideal fight. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot at all. And like the way Death Prophet died, I mean, she showed up in a very good spot. What turned the whole entire fight was the fact that Batrider did get such a quick lasso. Yeah, sure, Death Prophet dropped his Siphon Spirit and Spectre took damage, sure. But I mean, this is a game of attrition. You can't win all the battles like that. You cannot have a clean engagement every single time. So a really nice engagement overall coming up from I9. Batrider, beautiful initiation. And that Force Staff is going to make it that much more scary. So Easy are having their timers ticked. It's getting close to that 45-minute mark, boys and girls. So things are about to get really scary, really fast. Speaking of scary things, I thought nobody? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of scary things, I think Batrider finishes his Force Staff, but yeah, he's not finished yet. He's got some ways to go. Smokegate coming in. Zeus gonna be the one to get scouted out. He's actually getting chased by a ton of people. He's gonna be going down. A sacrificial lamb. It's okay to let Zeus die in this specific game. I mean, Zeus is not doing the hottest, but if they catch an Oracle, it's actually gonna be a huge deal. Oracle gonna be forced to TP out of here. Juggernaut ulti is available. Tornadic actually gonna be getting used. Oracle can drop the ulti if he needs to, but they say he gets silenced up. And 2 kills going the way of Easy. Nice rotations. Deathball meta is strong with these ones. They're pushing like ballers. And the Sentry Ward coming out for the Radiant a little bit too late and a little bit too far back. This is like the second time that the whole entire team, like, they just rotated in through this way and Nyx assassin rotated in through that way, and it just ended up being a very bad series of events where Zeus dies here. That's like the 3rd time he's died there.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Wait, bottom tower's falling down. All the towers are falling down. 2 towers denied, so it's basically 1 last tower technically for I9. So if we want to balance out the gold graph, it's pretty much even. So yeah, they're not doing as bad as it seems. About a 10k gold advantage in favor of Easy. So they do still have a hell of a game to fight back into, but they're definitely keeping themselves nice and close. The XP graph is actually showing a huge disparity, but I think that's mostly in the supports and also Zeus. So yeah, Zeus is level 11, supports are way down there on the side of I9. And on the other side of Easy, I mean, Juggernaut's level 13, Death Prophet's level 13, well on their way to level 16.
Radiant's bottom tower is now a pile of dust.
Meanwhile, Spectre's up top, and she's actually stuck by creeps. Oh, this is awkward. She needs to get out of there. Needs to get out. Oh no, she doesn't see it. Juggernaut shows up. Oh no, Spectre drops the dagger. Okay, Spectre runs away. Tusk, Ice Shard's coming through. Juggernaut, will he get the ulti off? No. Whew. Ulti was not in range, not in time either. Meanwhile, they ping and see the Death Prophet. So they're scouting them out. They're saying, hey, we see stuff. And I think they're saying that, hey, they're in Roche, they're fighting. Looks like I9 are trying to... Oh, no, Batrider gets a lasso. He catches himself a Nyx assassin. Will be a nice kill, but no. Invincible Spirit dropping the ability. Batrider, nice Force Staff. And Death Prophet actually drops the ulti. Trying to catch somebody around the backside. She will be able to give herself a nice little bit of damage to Oracle, but Oracle's going to be able to heal up and immediately smattered away from the map. Holy crap. And speaking of holy crap, we got nice little Spectre ulti coming in. They do get the kill on top of Invincible Spirit. Unfortunately, no follow-up kill on top of the Nyx assassin. Batrider does not have a gem. He was just following wishfully.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and overall, I mean, the fights have been going back and forth. These teams are very scrappy. We're expecting to see I9 be more involved, or Spectre be involved in a lot of these fights. And so far, every single time Spectre's ulti has been off cooldown and a team fight has happened, Spectre has been involved. And as a result of that, she hasn't died as much as you would think she did, given how her team is doing so far overall. But she has died 2 times and 7 assists going her way, so she's feeling pretty good about herself. She's working on the Mantis style, which is almost finished up. Just has a TP scroll and the Mantis style recipe coming out, so she'll be able to buy that last piece while she's out on the map, that ultimate orb. Meanwhile, we got Death Prophet working on a BKB, a very much needed item because she's getting blasted and blown up and smothered and smacked everywhere. And the physical damage coming out from I9 is not there yet. Spectre needs a little bit more time before that becomes a big deal. And I'm expecting to see a BKB coming from Juggernaut too. Looks like he's saving up quite a bit of gold, so Blink Dagger is going to be his next item of choice. It would be nice for him to actually get the kills on top of Spectre, who always Spectral daggers away into the trees and TPs out. He can at least blink in the direction that she's in and drop the ulti, so it'll be a nice item for him. And Nyx Assassin, he's working on Aghanim Scepter, so he wants to become a lurker. He's going to put on his best lurker impression here very soon. And if anybody doesn't know what a lurker is, you're too young for me, stay away. JK, it's StarCraft thing. Alright, so taking a look at the gold graph, it's not changing much. I'm really hoping we see this go back to 0, because I9, they've been fighting their hearts out in this whole entire game. They're currently down a tower. Actually, they're currently down 2 towers. Technically 3 towers, because 2 towers were denied on easy side. So that's like a, was that a 3,000 gold disparity? So if you want to balance out that 3,000 gold disparity and assume that they can somehow get that extra deny gold back, then yeah, they're basically down by roughly 4,500. So 4,500 being down is not a huge deal, especially considering that your team has the better late game. Just as long as they can keep Spectre farming, just as long as they can keep getting the XP that they need to stay in these fights, or stay in this game, then they're fine. They are getting the pickoffs where they need them, and Death Prophet has died a few times now. She has a whole entire 3 deaths to her name. So at the very least, Death Prophet is not as big as she would have been otherwise. Because I think once she gets to Octarine Core, it's just no more going back. Like, she's just going to be there in the fight every single time, in your face, wrecking stuff. Meanwhile, top lane, Barrow finds himself a Juggernaut, and looks like the Sentry War's going to come through. Oh, Tusk! And Barrow blinks away. Okay, they say no, this is a bad idea. Juggernaut forcing the whole entire crew to back away. Death Prophet running at the speed of death. Into the Ancients, and then out of the Ancients, and into the Ancients, and then out of the Ancients. And then back into the Ancients, and then out of the Ancients. So that's what she does. Cloud, feeling very happy about himself. Meanwhile, we got a top lane push. The Radiant Squad is posing up for a top lane push, or maybe even a top lane gank. I don't know if Batrider and Lion can do it alone. They both might lose their lives in this fight if they decide to go for it. But Tusk, looking like a nice juicy target. He's actually on the hunt right now. The Lion going to be forced to back away. Batrider does have the gem, so you really don't want to lose him right now. Looks like he's going to go ahead and just back away, blinking out into the nice cove of trees because, hey, that's what he does. So I didn't speak on the supports too terribly much because, you know, the carries have been, or cores have kind of been doing some crazy shenanigans back and forth. But looking at the items on Tusk and crew, Tusk has the mechanism, still working towards that really expensive Guardian Greaves. Like it's stupidly expensive. Like it shouldn't be this expensive in my opinion. But Guardian Greaves are really expensive, so Tusk is gonna be building that for a while. We also have Vengeful Spirit. She has a Medallion of Courage, and she also has herself a whole entire cloak. And Nyx Assassin has a full entire Aghanim Scepter, so he can be a lurker. He can be a lurker now, guys. He can has lurker. Moving to the side of I9, their supports are doing okay too. Lion has the Blink Dagger, which is helping out. It was just helping out a lot in these engagements. If he can blink forward and get a stun on top of Juggernaut before he can drop an ability, then Juggernaut's pretty much dead in the water. Same thing for Zeus. Never mind, I thought Zeus would be on the 4 staff. But I also want to say Zeus is about to have a 4 staff, so mobility will be there for him too. It looks like he's instead going for the Yule Scepter of Divinity so he can stay alive in these fights and throw out a few more abilities, so more sustainability going his way. Meanwhile, Oracle dipped by the mechanism, so basically a wisp. Basically a wisp. That mechanism is going to be really helpful in a lot of these fights too. And Roshan coming up in 8 seconds time. We're about to see a team fight happen though. We got both sides just kind of flexing very strongly. And Juggernaut Tornado getting used on top of the Batrider. Batrider's going to be a little bit of trouble. The silence does come through. And here's the damage. Nice ulti coming up for Oracle, keeping his ally alive. And Batrider, if he can drop the ulti, will be good. But looks like Stay's going to go and TP out. He gets swapped before it happens. And he will be taking some damage. But looks like he's still alive. Meanwhile, Juggernaut's doing some madness on the background. The creeps are taking so much damage. But looks like they do finally get the kill on top of Zeus. And that's going to be it. Batrider able to stay alive. Oracle ulti doing his due diligence, keeping him alive. But at the end of the day, they will be losing a tier 3 or tier 2 tower. And possibly even a tier 3. I don't know how much they have left to defend. Having the Zeus down is actually a big deal. Zeus's nuke damage has helped him get these kills on top of Death Prophet every single time. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin going to go ahead and go into straight up lurker mode because why not? And Barrett is actually on the background. I don't know if they see it. The Ice Sigil will scout him out and slow him down, and Barrett is going to be forcing him back.
strengthen their structures.
You know, Lion shows up. Nice little blink forward. Gets a nice little impale on top of 2.
Dire's top tower isn't well.
And Nyx Assassin, how far is his impale? That's pretty ridiculous. That's basically an agent. Anyway, nice blink forward from Bat He's gonna be able to catch the Nyx Assassin. Not the best of targets, but looks like they are gonna try to nuke him down before he can actually pop an ability. He does get popped. They do lose their Raxus for this though. And now we got TP coming in. Spectre, she's actually taking quite a bit of damage up top, getting forced away by the Death Prophet. Didn't realize she was split pushing, but yes, she was. Meanwhile, teamfight's going to continue. We got Zeus and crew are going to try to get a kill on top of this Tusk. Tusk goes to go down here in a second. Spectre dropping the ulti. She will be able to walk into this fight, and she has nice heal up, or sorry, nice regen going her way. Meanwhile, this last person is going to be going down. Vengeful Spirit fallen in the pit of doom and death and spite and vile, where they don't have sprinkles because they're jerks. Damn it, Krispy Kreme. Anywho, Death Prophet is going to be hanging on mid though. She has no ulti available, but just a BKB, which hasn't been used yet. No, it has been used yet. So, okay, she has been used once. And that mid tower is going to be taking some damage. Will be some much needed gold going the way of I9 right now.
Dire's middle tower is in the wrong business.
Anyway, fight's going to continue. Death Prophet taking damage. She actually pops a BKB before she goes down. That's very unfortunate. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin going to drop himself into straight up lurker mode. Zeus has the ulti available. Or sorry, has the abilities available. Meanwhile, speaking of ultis, we got Juggernaut dropping the ulti. Jimmy Chusai gets dropped on the ground. He gets picked up by Oracle. They're going to go for the kill. Juggernaut doing quite a bit of damage. Nyx Assassin finally going to be going down. And now they're going to find themselves with the Oracle who really needs a GFOT. The Juggernaut comes forward, picks up the Arcane Rune, and now Oracle's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. He has nothing to do but sit there and die. He passed off the gem before he dies, though. He did pass it off to, I think, whoever's getting beat up right now. That's going to be a wild Spectre. She will be dying in this middle of this fight. Now Swap comes out. Nice tornado coming out top of whoever that was. And they do recover the gem once again. This is like gym ball right now. This should be a thing. Somebody make a custom map for this stat. Anyway, Zeus is getting chased. That's going to be a very important kill for them to get because it will be the gem of true sight. And I don't know if Lion can actually do anything to stop them from picking it up. Looks like Lion actually blinks in. He's going to go for it. Gym ball is a full thing and he actually dies. And it looks like the Super Bowl champions will be easy Katka. That's a really strange series of events. So yeah. Alright, so that was a really nice fight for I9 until like that whole last half of the thing, and the goal graph was probably going up their way, and then it just started going right on back down. So Easy are still pressing their advantage. I keep speaking on how I9 still have a better late game, but we're getting closer and closer to that late game, and the items coming out on top of the cores like Death Prophet, like Juggernaut, are actually looking better and better as we go along. I9 really needs Spectre to have some bigger items, and right now all she has is the Mantis style. It looks like she's working on a Radiance, which would be nice and all, but I don't know if it's a little bit too late for that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. So Age is going to be going the way of Juggernaut and Easy Katka. I don't know if they're going to be pushing it immediately, but we'll see here soon. A whole entire squad is running up top. Split push Dota. I don't know, but Barrett is going to be the one getting baited. Or used as masterful bait. And I do have another gem. They do not have another gem. Instead, they have supports on the back line. This is going to be a wild support getting cut off. Lion and Oracle are not going to know what hit him when it hits him. Oracle might be forced to drop the ulti. He will drop the ulti immediately. Popping the heal too just to make sure he doesn't die. Take quite a bit of damage. And now Lion, he's going to be getting blown up here. And Nyx Assassin dropping his ability down to the ground. TPs do come out though. And now Oracle still alive in this fight. Dropping a little bit of damage, but not enough to actually be too terribly impressed by. And speaking of being impressed, Zeus is going to go ahead and walk away with the rest of his crew. And using those arcane boots, still working on a bloodstone, like a very lengthy bloodstone. And the top death ball push is going to continue. Easy Katka. Will they be able to get this tower is the big question. The answer is yes. There's not much I9 can do about it. This Nyx Assassin just like basically a lurker. That's what he is. Look at the range on that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so he has a whole entire Ether Lens because, hey, he needs more range on his abilities. That makes sense, right? I mean, look, Impale is already OP right now, but if he just drops his ability right now, I want to see what the range on this will be. So yeah, that range though. Holy crap! Oh man. Okay, he gets out of it. All right, good. So Nick Assassin coming forward. Nice ability, nice heads up play coming from Zeus. Zeus does get saved up. Tornado Stick plus the Oracle ulti, but Oracle will be dropping the Glimmer Cape, able to keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Zeus drops the ulti, enough damage coming through. They do pop the BKB on Death Prophet. Not much they can do in this fight. Meanwhile, Spectre, where the heck are you? She's actually fighting around the corner, I think. I don't know where the heck is Spectre. She gets herself a kill on top of one person. Double kill going her way. She's going to continue to go for the fight. The man fight happened in the background. Spectre all by herself, though. Unfortunately, not much you can do by yourself. She's going to take quite a bit of damage. Will be going down, and beyond godlike is what Juggernaut is. Buyback immediately coming out for Spectre. She's feeling very, very antsy. Has a Spectral Dagger available. Gonna go ahead and toss it out. Death Prophet will be the target. Death Prophet has a Siphon Spirit though, so Spectre will be forced to back away. Juggernaut dropping a few nukes. Not gonna be enough. Death Prophet a little bit too heavy, a little bit too fat for them to deal with. Speaking of being fat, Juggernaut gonna TP out of here while he can. And Juggernaut and crew, not Juggernaut crew, Tusk and crew. Tusk will be the sacrificial lamb for this whole entire fight. Lion coming forward to help out with the kills. They do get themselves a kill on top of Tusk. Damage coming on top of Death Prophet will be getting dodged by the nice Tornado Stick. And Tusk actually still alive somehow, but they do change targets. Once again, Death Prophet will be the bigger kill for them to get. So it looks like she's going to go ahead and heal herself up while she can. Meanwhile, Oracle dropping the ability. Unfortunately, does miss. And there's a death on top of Death Prophet. But meanwhile, the creeps are pushing in mid. This Cinerax is about to be going down. Barrett are forced to respond to it immediately. And yeah, a lot of gold going the way of I9, but do keep in mind the Spectre had to buy back for the fight. They also lost a lot of heroes, basically lost another tier 3 tower, and they're basically on the back foot. I mean, that's the only way to put it. They've been playing from behind for a very long time. If they can get like one really good fight, then they just might win the game. And no, I wasn't rhyming on purpose. It just happened to happen that way. So sorry, I won't claim that one. It wasn't done on purpose. Alright, so as far as everything else goes, we got a rotation coming into the jungle once again. Juggernaut, Arcane Rune, because why not? And he now has a Scotty. So, dim not worse though. Juggernaut at the top of that chart right now, 21k gold. Basically 2 heroes right now. So he's doing really, really well for himself. Just doing so much damage as he goes along. You know, Juggernaut has the ulti available. He really wants to use his ability. He's going to be able to drop it on top of Lion's head. And actually, Lion, oh, nope, Lion, oh, okay. Oh, the stun misses, oh no! He's going to feel very bad about that. Barrett has ulti available. They do drop the ulti. I don't know if they will be able to get the kill, though. It looks like they will be able to get something. Juggernaut has the Aegis. No, he does not have the Aegis anymore. Instead, he's going to be going down. I don't know what the heck just happened, but he just died at the end of the day. Getting turned into a fishy. Had an Arcane Rune available. Felt a little bit too close to the sun. Felt a little bit too big for his britches. And gets put down into his ground. That actually sounded pretty cool. I should make that like my ringtone or something. Anyway. Top tower push coming up from I9. Sigil going to be doing some very nice work. Look at that! Look at that Zeus hitting for like 2 attack speed per second. That's ridiculous. Alright, that Sigil's OP. Please nerf. There we go. 120 gold towards Gryffindor. And Spectre's hanging out down bottom. She can actually come in to help her team out in these fights. Has her Radiance available, so she's actually pretty darn strong right now. If the next team fight breaks out, I think they should be able to win it on I9 side. They have the necessary items to win team fights. Lion has his Blink Dagger at the ready and also Force Staff, so mobility is there. You also have Spectre with the Radiance plus the Mantis down, so she can actually do a huge increase in her damage overall. I'm expecting to see a Heart of Trask be her next big item. Meanwhile, Zeus, he has himself a Blink Dagger plus the Ether Lens. Still hasn't finished the Bloodstone. At this point, he might be just gonna go ahead and try to invest in either Octarine Core or inside of a Sheep Stick. Meanwhile, we have Oracle. He has a Glimmer Cape available, which actually kept him alive for quite a long time in the last fight. And speaking of Octarine Cores, Death Prophet picks up one of her own because she loves the color of it. You know, Octarine's a very nice color. I agree. It's very pretty. Matches her eyes. They're very deadly. And Juggernaut has a Scotty, which is what we talked about a little while ago. Scotty as an item, I'm never a huge fan of Scotties, but it makes a lot of sense on Juggernaut. In this specific game, you just want a lot of stats so you can get in a right click. But I do think a BKB is still going to be an item that he just can't walk around. I mean, he can walk into these fights, but he'll get chain stunned to death. And his spin is not going to be enough time for him to actually get any reasonable damage on top of anybody. So BKB will be a really, really, really good item for him to get. Meanwhile, Spectre drops her ulti. Don't know what she's doing. Oh, I heard damage. I heard damage. Oh my gosh, what just happened? They gotta kill Nyx Assassin. So Nyx Assassin was the pick off down at the bottom. The Spectre blew her ulti for that one, so it's gonna be down for a whole entire 100 seconds. And suddenly, Easy Katka are on the back foot. Space-wise, like, they don't really want to push out. They're down on Nyx Assassin, so they're down 1 Lurker. Which, you know, if anybody doesn't know, Lurkers take a long time to grow. I mean, you have to freaking get a Hydralisk first, and then you have to hatch it into a Lurker, and lols. I wonder, is that still the tech tree for lurkers, or can you just make lurkers now? I don't know. I haven't played StarCraft in forever. And Lion's gonna go and head forward, blinks out, just baiting him a little bit. The master at baiting. The master at debaiting. And Juggernaut gonna force the rest of the squad back. Zeus is gonna be the one to TP in. Getting ready for the defense. Looks like everybody's gonna go and TP out and farm up a little bit. And both sides disengage in the fight. So taking a look at the buybacks, is I want to have a good idea of who has what. We do have buyback available for the Juggernaut and also available for the Zeus, Batrider, and Tusk. So overall, the important cores do not have buyback, with the exception of Juggernaut. But once we get a buyback available for Spectre again, it will be really nice. It is still on cooldown because she did buy back into the fight. And speaking of Spectre, she's actually working on what looks to be a Shiva's Guard. Either Shiva's Guard or AC. I think Shiva's Guard is going to be the item, but we'll see in a second. Walking towards the secret shop, CulBlu said Shiva's Guard. It looks like he might be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. And we're still waiting to see. We'll just keep her in a nice little, put a little pin in that. We'll see if she goes for Shiva Guard. Shiva's Guard is going to be really nice as far as breaking out team fights and helping them get the kills on top of Juggernaut. Just having the extra attack speed slow is going to help her team out overall. AC will be nice as well to help break towers, but I don't think Spectre's going to be the one pushing towers by herself. She will usually have her team around her. And speaking of having her team around her, she actually sends a few illusions. Was it Spectre? Yeah, Spectre illusions coming through, burning people. And now Batrider's in a little bit of trouble. Is going to be forced to back away. And this Nyx assassin being so annoying. This snowball does come forward from Tusk. Ice Shard is going to be able to miss, and Batrider will be able to keep himself alive. The play was almost there, but sadly it wasn't. And they do get the scout on top of Oracle. Oracle going to go ahead and Glimmer Cape himself and TP out. Does not want to die right now. And a Geometry site, if I'm not mistaken, is it's on both sides. So Tusk has a gem, Batrider has a gem, so they're all feeling pretty happy about that. But we're going to see ourselves a challenge of towers. A fight to the death. This might be the last time you see this rack, so go ahead and say bye-bye. And with Lion coming forward, nice little stun. It's going to be able to force himself back. Nyx assassin getting stunned up too. And lurker position officially activated. He runs away immediately. Batrider getting Glimmer caped up. He actually blinked forward to find himself something, but it looks like he's going to find himself a Nyx assassin. Not what you want. He actually might be getting caught out. Juggernaut dropping the ulti. Damage coming through, but it's not going to be enough. Oracle, nice ability coming out for him, keeping the Batrider alive. Meanwhile, damage coming on top of Oracle is massive. He will be dying at the end of the day. BKB getting popped by Death Prophet. Batrider, he does fall officially. Buys back immediately, and now we got Death Prophet trying to suck the life out of Zeus, who has Aghanim Scepter. And now Death Prophet actually getting pulled back. This will be a huge kill for them to get. They do get the pick off. The damage from Easy is officially reduced by like 7,000 trillion. They're going to go for the follow kill. It's going to be a defensive spirit taking quite a bit of damage. Glimmer Kid coming up. Lion getting punches into the air, but he's going to be getting hit into the air again. He does officially go down. Meanwhile, Nyx assassin dropping his ability just because the AoE stuns OP. Please nerf. And now we got Juggernaut going to be able to TP out. Spectre's still in chase though. Geometry side does get dropped. Tusk is going to be the last one going down, and Nyx assassin pops his ulti, but it doesn't really matter. You can't run nowhere, bro. The vision is there. They're going to continue to go for the kill. They're going for the chase. Nyx assassin so low on HP, or so low on mana. Going to be low on HP now. He does officially go down. Double kill towards Zeus. And they should convert this into a tower as soon as they possibly can. This is what I9 wants. This is what I9 wants to happen. They can win those big engagements now. They have the Spectre with enough farm to be really threatening, and it's really difficult to actually pick off people like Lion, which is a huge steal. I think all this basically comes back down to buyback coming from Batrider. If Batrider didn't buy back, they would have lost that fight completely. And Batrider able to get the Death Prophet down so fast because of the lasso was perfect. That's exactly what they need in these fights. And as you can see, the gold graph is probably going to be shooting up a little bit towards I9, heading back towards that 0 mark. Same thing for the XP graph. And now we got Zeus going to be forced back, and Juggernaut ulti is not going to be available for 20 seconds. Has a basher though. And the Zeus, I don't think this is the correct idea. He's actually chasing the Juggernaut. Not the correct idea at all. Spectre is actually getting chased by the, teammate, Batrider. Looks like no, they want to go for it, okay. Invis Room getting picked up by Zeus, Glimmer Cape getting used up by Oracle, place a ward, and walk away. And Roche is back up, so both sides, I don't know if both sides know about this, but Zeus needs to do some dewarding if they want to go for it. Batrider has the Geometry site, and everybody's hanging out here. They do see the Observer ward, so they see it. And Dire actually putting themselves into position to get ready to challenge the Roche. This will be one of the biggest Roche fights ever. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it turns out. Rashawn getting scouted out already by the Frozen Sigil. Come on, team fight's about to happen soon. I'm going to see some craziness. And I hear Nyx assassin. Just keeps like burrowing and unburrowing. Is this free? I mean, Juggernaut blinks in. He's going to go straight for the Roche. Gonna go while he can. Spectre's ulti is online, so he needs to be very careful. But the whole entire raid squad, they just gave up on the Roche. I don't know if they Yeah, they just gave up on the Rosh. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and just try to push some lanes. They can check in a few seconds with the ulti. Meanwhile, DC coming out from one of the spectators. And Roshan, he's going down very slowly, but he will be going down here very soon. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin just dropping a few stuns, and the heads-up play coming through. They do get the Roshan kill, sneaking from right under the noses. And will Spectre drop the ult is a big question. Rosh officially going to be going down. And was that third Rosh? That was the third Rosh, so cheese is available. And the whole entire squad, easy just picking up a free Rosh. They were able to sneak in there, not alarm too many people, and get Rosh. And unfortunately, I9 not having the proper response, not able to either get in, or, well, one, get in there or challenge it. It's really hard to say if they would have won the fight or not. Death Prophet ulti in really close quarters really hurts. But that said, if Barrett could have got a pick off of maybe one of the supports while that was happening, it might have been worth it. But they still lose. They still end up losing a. They still end up losing the Roshan, and they also just get some farm. So more XP going their way, I guess. So the gold graph has been fighting back up. It was dipping down towards that 15k gold, but we do see it's hitting at that 10k mark right now. So I9 are still fighting into this game. Their items are getting on the important people. That's the main thing to point out. Spectre, she did decide to go for the AC instead of going for the Shiva's Guard, like I tried to call it before. So yep, AC. AC better item for them to break bases, and also really nice as far as augmenting everybody's HP, especially versus the Wave of Terror from Invincible Spirit, which puts everybody down to what, -6 armor. So it's going to help out. I mean, it'd be -1 armor overall instead. So it's always good to have more armor. And Oracle, he did have the Glimmer Cape plus the Guardian's Greave. We already talked about those before. Zeus is working towards the Octarine Core, so that will be his next big item. He will have it here. Actually, he has it. No, wait. Is there a recipe for Octarine Core? I don't remember. Because I was going to say, I think Zeus has it now if he disassembles his Arcane Boots. We'll see in a second. Hold on. He could also be going for a Sheep Stick, which is still a good item, but I think Octarine Core is way better in this specific instance, because it gives Zeus extra sustainability. And yeah, he basically has Octarine Core right now, so he's probably saving up for buyback. Does not want to be caught out alone. Speaking of being caught out alone, Spectre is all the way up at the top, all by herself, just hanging out behind the team, because hey, why not? And Zeus actually drops the ulti, sees the whole entire squad is up there. Spectre dropping the ulti, they're actually going to go for the kill. This is going to be a wild Juggernaut. Oh my gosh, Juggernaut getting picked off, a huge deal right now. Spectre able to drop the ulti, health and get the kill. Holy crap. I did not expect that to happen. Juggernaut was in a relatively safe spot farming. They did scout it out with their observer that was placed over here a long time ago, and the whole entire Dire Squad, they were in the exact wrong position. That was just flat out, we were just in the wrong spot to do that. And 3k gold going the way of I9, that is going to put the gold graph closer and closer to 0, and like the closer we get to 0, the worse it gets for easy. Because the Juggernaut does not outcarry a Spectre, unless Spectre's just really, like, you know, gotten shat on in the early parts of the game. But in this specific game, Spectre has had enough room to farm, she's had enough time to farm, has an AC, has a Radiance, has a Mantis style. I'm assuming Heart of Terras is her next big item. So she can have more stats, more HP, and still Juggernaut needs a BKB. Like, I don't think you can get away from a BKB this game as a Juggernaut. There's just way too much CC. You have the Lion with his stuns, you have the Zeus with his damage, you have the Oracle with his damage. If you can just get rid of the damage, I mean, you might be able to survive Spectre's right clicks with the Scotty now. So just the sheer damage output coming up from Zeus and Oracle and Lion collectively is just a little bit too much for Juggernaut to deal with. He still gets blown up pretty easily. Alright, so XP graph is going back towards that 0 mark because you can only be but so high a level. And checking out the rest of the levels on the map because I want to see where the supports are. Yeah, so almost everybody has level 3 of their ulti with the exception of the rest of the supports, basically. Lion, Invincible Spirit, and Tusk, and Oracle are all lagging behind. Oracle being the worst of offenders, but he's going to have maxed out of the rest of his abilities, so he's going to be feeling pretty fine about that one. Meanwhile, we got shenanigans happening in the jungle. Barrett is doing some farming, and both sides are just kind of very strongly posturing, like they like to do, you know, as they do. Very strongly posturing on both sides. Spectre saving up quite a bit of gold. Heart of Terras, I'm assuming it's going to be the next big item, or maybe Boots of Travel, then Heart of Terras. Don't really know. Hard to tell when you don't buy stuff. Thanks, Spectre, making it hard for me to commentate. Jerk. But NTC going to take its time. Has time. This is now officially I9's game to lose. Of course, if they lose the next team fight, then I think Easy will have enough to push and just end the game straight up. But the only thing about that is that Spectre really, Death Prophet really has to be alive. If Death Prophet is not alive, then I don't think they can push fast enough. Juggernaut's damage output is pretty impressive, but I don't know if they can push down towers fast enough before I9 can respond to defend. Death Prophet is pretty much the only person who can tear down towers relatively fast on their team. In my mind, like if Death Prophet's not a lot, she's pivotal to them actually tearing down towers. That's what I'm trying to say here. When Nick's Assassin has the Aghanim Scepter, has the Ether Lens, the whole entire crew for I9 are not in the right position. They do see the Juggernaut. I don't know if we'll see TP responses come out here very soon. Aegis does get reclaimed. I don't know if they scattered that out, but looks like they're going to just start heading on back. Top tower will be getting pushed here. And tower's going to be getting pushed. No Fortify coming out just yet, but Fortify needs to be here very soon. Nick's Assassin going to go ahead and get into a burrow position. Zeus is coming forward, dropping a few abilities, getting slowed up, and there's a Bat Rider dropping the ulti, pulling the Juggernaut all the way back. Juggernaut ulti available. BKB coming out from Bat Rider though. Meanwhile, Swap from Vincent Spirit does get the kill on top of the Tusk. Beautiful pill. They also get the kill on top of the Vincent Spirit too, so they are going to find themselves a secondary kill on top of the Death Prophet. And it looks like she's going to be having her days numbered, getting healed up because of the cheese, and now forcing the Spectre back, way back. Oracle, nice ability to keep his ally alive, and they do finally get the kill on top of the Bat Rider though. Meanwhile, Spectre's still coming into the fight. She really wants to get for go for something. Nice Echo Shell coming out from I think the Tusk Assassin. Somebody has it. Okay. Death Prophet built her herself, and now the Spectre, she finally has herself a Diffusal Blade. So yeah, she did decide to go for that. Going to be able to get the Purge on top of Cloud, and now Cloud is going to be officially going down. Damage is going to be massive. They do get the bounce back on top of the ability, so it's going to be forcing him back. And now Zeus is just doing so much damage back to himself, and now Lion's still in no mana at all because he's a baller. And that's it. LOL coming from Lion. I guess it did its job. So the Echo Shell kind of worked against the Death Prophet, because whenever you use a channeled ability, I know it makes you stop moving and they have to move again. So I guess it's kind of like a pseudo stun for Lion. Anywho, so 1 tier 3 tower for losing this much gold advantage. I mean, it's not really worth it at this point. Death Prophet will be back up in another 60 seconds, so the hope is that by the time I9 get the rest of the outer towers, then Easy will be ready ready and prepared to fight. That's the expectation at the very least. Meanwhile, Zeus has a nice value Ghost Scepter. I get to say that word now. Sounds cool. He has a nice value Ghost Scepter, really helping him stay alive in these fights. In that last fight, Barrett is the only one who died. Is that true? Hold on, let's check. Okay, no, they lost 2 people. Yeah, they lost a Bat Rider. And oh no, that was just a tower. Yeah, Bat Rider was the only person to die on I9 side in the last fight. Wow, impressive. Okay, so I9 doing a really good job of keeping the supports alive. The item choices are really working out for him. Speaking of item choices, Lion is officially working on a Aghanim Scepter, so he's going to have that here very soon. Zeus has his already finished. I don't know if he's going to go for Ag's Refresher. That's pretty much the only item left for him to get, really. But the question is, what do you replace it with? And I think you just keep it on the courier. That's the answer to everything. Just keep it on the courier. Just a pocket refresher. You don't need to carry it in your pockets. Zeus has enough utility for his team now. The Tornado Stick keeping him alive in these fights. Oxygen Core keeping him nice and sustained HP wise and mana wise. And officially, he has a Blink Dagger, so he can just blink in and catch people off if he really wants to. Speaking of catching people off, we got the whole entire Dire squad trying to catch somebody off. They're going to go ahead and just rotate towards the Dire jungle, smoke ganked up, trying to see if they can find any lone Zeus like they did before. Looks like they will find a lone Zeus. Oh, ironic as hell. Anyway, Barrett's coming around the corner. He actually drops himself a nice little stun, and they do see him. Oh man, A-Blade gets used on top of Zeus, and Zeus actually able to get healed up. Oracle a little bit too fast on the trigger finger. Meanwhile, we got the damage coming towards Zeus. He's actually eating a bunch of the damage. Speaking of eating a bunch of damage, we got Death Prophet eating a bunch of damage here on the side of 2. Vince Spirit gonna be forced to back away. Zeus dropping the ulti, still alive somehow. He's gonna be able to go down to the last, or with his last, and now we do finally get ourselves a kill on top of 2 people on I9. Luckily, the Spectre's still alive, but I'm not sure how much they can do without the Zeus. He does have buyback available, so he will be forced to use it here in a second. Death Prophet and crew will be coming through. They will be coming through to try to take themselves a tower, but buyback's immediately coming in. Just seeing the last fight, that's what you see. And the Spectre drops the ulti, they're going to go ahead and go for the turnaround. A lot of damage coming towards the Death Prophet, or Juggernaut. He might be going down here in a few seconds. Death Prophet forces the Tornado up, and she's going to find herself in a very awkward pickle, and she does officially go down. Meanwhile, the other person they were focusing, which was the Juggernaut, he's able to make it out of it alive somehow. So a little bit too much for his blood pressure. You know, he's able to TP out of there. And 2 buybacks were forced out of that whole entire fight. So overall, a lot of gold lost for I9, but they did get the advantage. They did hold the base, and they are helping push this game into a later game. I did say this before. The later this game goes, the better Spectre gets, and she now has a refresher because she needs 2 ultis. So she bought the refresher just to help out with getting back in the ulti, and also it just gives her some extra sustain. I don't think it's necessarily the item she should carry over a harder Tarask, but it is a good item for her to have for now. Maybe put it back on the courier and then get a harder Tarask or something. Now she's officially down on buyback. She will have it in another creep wave or two. Meanwhile, mid push is going to be coming in. The Radiant squad want to get something. Barrett is getting hit with the Glimmer Cape, walking into the base. I don't know if they see anything, but looks like they don't see him. And Barrett, he might be getting, yeah, he's going to be in a lot of trouble right now, taking so much damage. Oracle a little bit too far out to actually help him out. Jimmy 2 seconds dropping the base. Zeus dropping the ulti, able to help him get the kill on top of the Tusk. So beautiful play coming out from him. Meanwhile, Spectre's challenging the top tower. Top tower will be going down here soon. Spectre needs to back on up. Doesn't want to die right now. Has buyback available, but don't want to push it too far. And top tower does officially, or sorry, middle tower does officially go down. Top tower taking so much damage, it's basically down. Yeah, that's basically a dead tower. 31 HP left on that. Meanwhile, Juggernaut is hanging out in the jungle, farming up some more. Just really fighting the fact that he has to get a BKB. I think in this game, if you replace the Battle Fury with the BKB, you'll maybe be a little bit more inclined to actually get your right clicks off. But then again, speaking of getting right clicks off, Barrett has been dropping his lasso on top of Death Prophet all the time, so that means that they're focusing Death Prophet a lot, which means Juggernaut should theoretically have the space, but you got the follow-up stuns from Zeus, you got the follow-up stuns from Lion, you got the follow-up stuns coming out from Oracle, so Juggernaut just has a lot of CC to deal with, and it's just not the most favorable of item choices for him to get, which is a BKB, but might just be necessary. I mean, Rose gets scouted out, both sides know about the Roshan. Zeus's damage output might be getting put to waste here. Juggernaut's waiting around the backside. Nyx Assassin coming in. If Zeus drops a casual Thunderbolt, they will be able to see the Nyx Assassin. Lion might be the one to get picked off. Looks, oh no, they see him! Lion can be forced to back away. He has a Force Staff available. He's not going to drop it. Instead, the Jump Endurance does get popped, and a lot of damage coming towards him. He's going to get hit with the Oracle. He gets Force Staff forward, and here comes a fight. Looks like Zeus is going to come in here and go in full man mode. Juggernaut all by himself. Ulti's still available though, but looks like Nyx Assassin does go down at the end of the day. Meanwhile, Spectre's going toe-to-toe with Juggernaut. Juggernaut trying to TP out, gets tornadoed up. This is going to be a huge turn of fights. Juggernaut will be going down. He cannot stand. Vince Spirit going up for the swap, but it doesn't matter. Zeus says you cannot run from heaven, and they do in fact give themselves a kill. Easy will be losing themselves a tier 2. They do force the buyback out on Nyx Assassin. Juggernaut has a buyback available too. They're going to try to press effect while they can. I9, they're going to go for it. The momentum is in their favor. Vince Spirit forced the buyback into this fight. Juggernaut trying to hold on to it as long as he possibly can, but I don't know how long he can hold on to it. He is going to officially be buying back into this fight. Death Prophet coming up, and 2 buybacks forced. They're going to go and back away very smartly so. A huge swing of momentum going for I9. Definitely a much needed thing for him. And I don't know what to say outside of that casual Thunderbolt though. Like 15 minutes into Thunderbolt and chill, and Zeus gives you that look. I mean, I'm just saying, guys. Alright, so mid, Zeus is going to go ahead and continue to protect it. Because, hey, why not? He has sustain available. He's going to go continuously Thundershock. You've been thunderstruck. AC/DC. Having some really good times right now. Roshan's going to be getting forced out from easy, so they're going to try to press the advantage. Zeus has his ulti up in another 4 seconds time, though, so they can scout this out. Looks like Barret's waiting around the backside. The swap comes out on top of the Spectre. They do see it. They drop the ulti from Spectre, too. BKB coming up from Barret. He gets himself the lasso on top of 1, and there's the ulti from Zeus doing so much damage. Juggernaut officially going to be going down. Echo Shell coming for Death Prophet. She's a huge problem right now, but she's actually going to be going down at the end of the day. No, sorry, this is Vincent Spirit going to be going down at the end of the day. Death Prophet still in the middle, doing so much damage, healing so much right now. This just might be a dead Spectre, which would be a huge deal. Looks like Spectre's going to be able to survive by the skin of her teeth. Nyx Assassin's trying to run away. They do get the blink for it. They do get the vision. They're going to be able to get the damage. Nyx Assassin trying to go to the ground. Gets an AoE stun. Not going to be enough. He's going to be going down here. No, not what you want to happen. The team is falling apart. Easy Katka have lost what advantage they've had, and the ultra kill going for Zeus. I mean, I don't know what to tell you outside of you just can't run from God. You can't run from heaven. It's just 4K gold, finally an advantage for I9. They fought so hellishly hard. I think this is a really well deserved moment for them. I do not want to say that they've won the game yet, but this is definitely in their favor. Like, I can't stress how in favor of them it is right now. It's so in their favor that I have to say the word 5 times that it's in their favor, because you know it's in their favor when it's in their favor, and you just keep saying in their favor, because it's just in their favor right now. So I9, gonna go ahead and press the advantage. Not many buybacks left for the Dire. Only Death Prophet can buy back, so can Tusk. So towers will be going down, playing Ring Around the Raxus. Inspector using illusions, microing him a little bit poorly, but hey, uses the creeps anyway. And the bottom Raxes will be going down. This will be Death Prophet coming up in 27 seconds. Same thing for the Juggernaut.
Dire's middle tower is under fire.
And middle tower going to be going down too.
Dire's bottom barracks are gone.
This will be middle tower, middle Rax. Keep in mind that there's no tier 3 towers left on the side of I9, but it's all about the Raxes. Like that's an economy hit. That's a huge economy hit that Easy are going to be taking. And they actually might lose a hero or two before this is all over. Looks like they're going to go for all the Raxes. Okay, so top tower is going to be going down. Looks like they're going to continue to go. Barrett gets a leap on top of the Vengeful Spirit. She's going to be going down here in a few seconds. Touch trying to keep her alive, but not going to be able to get close enough. Juggernaut dropping the ulti. Monster Kill going his way. Just trying to get some revenge from that early game. And now Death Prophet drops the ulti, trying to go for a few more abilities, but the Raxes are getting focused. Hashtag objective gaming, boys. There we get themselves almost all the Raxes. Oracle and crew. Actually, no, the Mega Creeps are officially available. Death Prophet, whoever that was. Barrett does go down. Juggernaut ulti able to do a little bit too much damage. And now Spectre going to be able to TP out of here because, hey, why not? Vision not going to be there. Zeus still being a baller. Going to go ahead and back on away. Just baiting him a little. Just masterfully baiting him. Masterfully baiting the Juggernaut. Such a masterful bait. Look how masterful he is at this bait. This is like such a masterful bait, right? He's so mad. Oh my god, Zeus! Oh, what? Oh no! Oh god, shenanigans are real right now. Spectre drops the ult. They get the turnaround kill on top of Juggernaut. I will be on tilt right now. I'm gotta be honest with you guys. But Nyx's ass is official on the run. Zeus is gonna continue to chase. And looks like they will force him all the way back home. Yeah, this is. Yeah. Wow. Vindication! Spectre worked out! Yeah! Oh, Oracle. And now we got the damage coming towards Spectre. She's gonna get swapped into the fountain. She has buyback available, so she doesn't care. And they're just kind of doing some shenanigans. Shenaniganery is happening. Mega Creeps are in the base though, and Lion, he's still in the base too. He's not ready until the base drops. That's his favorite. That's his favorite part of the game is when the base drops. Nobody? Really? Nobody? That's like I'm like comic genius here. Anyway, oh, Zeus gets a double ulti, gets himself a kill on top of the Death Prophet, and it's just Death Prophet really. And I know GG's getting called just yet. Buyback immediately coming out from Death Prophet. GG finally coming out from the Juggernaut. The crew will be tapping out of this game. Yep, that was quite impressive Dota. Quite impressive Dota, if I don't say so myself. And there it is, guys. You've been waiting for it for 58 minutes. The beat has finally dropped. Or sorry, the bass has finally dropped. I said that wrong. Okay, so that was exciting. That was a lot more exciting than I expected to be. The Spectre worked out. Yeah! And also Zeus got vindicated. Had such a crappy start, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you can get those kills at the end. And Aghanim Scepter, Octarine Core Zeus. Something about Octarine Core Zeus just does so much damage. I don't know what the heck it is. Maybe it's an increase in 25% of like 400 damage. Maybe that's what it is, but anyway, all that aside, my name is CulBlu. Just watch you guys this very exciting game in the JDL, the second game of Team I9 versus Team Innova versus Team Katka. Easy Katka. Hope you guys enjoyed the game as much as I did. That was super fun to cast. And yeah, that's it. So if you guys want to check out more of my stuff, feel free to check me out on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. You can also check out my VODs, which is, if you missed this, you can see it there, on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBluDota. And that'll be it. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you guys whenever the Source TV Dota stops.